Hey guys, Krista Janelle here, and I'm going to take you step by step on how I upgraded my Xena cosplay. Now, this costume was bought off of HalloweenCostume.com, and it was a 2X. It fit really well. It was a solid beginning part of my Xena cosplay, but I always knew I wanted to actually upgrade it and make it look a little bit more similarly to what she wore in the show. So how I went about that is I got this leather repair tape which had an adhesive back, and I bought about two of these. Had to try to find the closest to the brown that I had. Once I did that, I bought this circle thing. I wanted all the circles to be the same size. Honestly, it did not work out well. But I have it now, so that's cool. I did a couple of them which ended up being okay. As you can see, they're not perfect circles, so I ended up honestly tracing some of the perfect ones and still cutting them out by hand, but that's just how it is sometimes. Arting is a process. So I always wanted to add those little circles. I just felt like it was always lacking that. As you can see, I placed a few of them down. I'm going to show you the circle process, even though it did not work out for me, in a second, but that was just always something I always was missing. I wanted those little individualized circles that she had on her original costume. This is how the circles are supposed to work. I sped this up a little bit. As you can see, it worked out okay. It was okay. It was easy to trace them. But I'm sure that tool will be super beneficial. I think that the leather was a little too thick, and that's why I was struggling with it, and there was just so many circles that I needed. I can't even remember. At the end of the day, I think I had about 15 on each thing. But I wanted to show you guys how I tried to do it. They just didn't come out all that perfect. Another part that I really was bothered me that I didn't have was this little metal part in the beginning part of her. I guess it's like a little armor piece, and as you can see, I just used some gold paint to kind of get it to look like what was on her actual her arm pieces and the wrist pieces. I also went in with some metallic paint because I just wanted to give it a little bit more shine, since I did in fact paint that other extra piece. And I just went in and added a couple of highlights to that, as you can see right there. I didn't put it on everything. I didn't want it to look all perfect, but I just wanted to add a little bit more brightness, since I did add a piece and I knew it wasn't the exact color. I think it worked out really well. I think adding just a little bit of highlights and a little bit of shine really added to the costume for me. As you can see, I've added some more of those circles, and yes, each and every one had to have a gold dot in the middle. That was also pretty hard to find matching ones that worked out. I ended up buying 2 packs on Amazon. They're just little, I think they're for embellishment and stuff. It took a while to find the perfect size, but it worked out. And honestly, overall with these additions, I'm really happy with how the costume came out. Now, I still don't I like making my own costumes. I don't see anything wrong with closet cosplays, commissioning cosplays, buying them online. I see nothing wrong with any of that stuff. But I just prefer to have more of a hand in my costumes. And I also went in to make a smaller of her chakras. My version ended up being a little thick. I wanted it to be very visible for photos, but then someone said it looked like Sonic Springs, and I had to change it immediately. So here I am. I just used a frisbee and paper mache'd it, as you guys just saw. And here's the finished product. I was really happy with overall how these changes were. They were small, little, minuscule changes at the end of the day, but they made me so happy. This costume is something now that I'm super proud of. I feel like I had a little bit more of details added into it, and I ended up really happy with it. As you can see, it came out really well, and I think I perfected this store-bought Xena cosplay.